Natiq. I think Yasaman joined newly for us. Last session, she was not there. Yeah, am I right? Yasaman. Yasaman. Ahmadi. Yasaman Ahmadi, yeah? Hello, Yasaman, how are you? But it seems that you are from Iran, Yasaman, yeah? Aren't you? Yeah, that is your first session. Because just mostly we have got friends from Iraq to this session. But as I saw that Iranian name there, that's, and I asked about such cases. Yeah, yeah, I know that. Yasaman, how are you? Nizasan Yasaman. Yasaman Turki یا فارسی لوری عربی چیزی چی هستی؟ البته خب مهم اینه که ایرانی هستی. No matter whether you are Kurdish one or Turkish one or Persian one, still you are Iranian. یاسمن رفت. یاسمن جدی. یاسمن بهارگه. یاسمن پرید. یاسمن چی شد؟ ترانه مرانه هم خوندم برات ها یاسمن. آفرین هستی. انشالله باشی. گفتم یاسمن اهل کجایی؟ به 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 به. Such a lovely place of Iran, Kermanshah. Yeah, Kermanshah, Kermanshah. Uh, Hello, Natak. That's okay, my dear friends. Who is? I think many friends have sent their files for me for the session. I have got them through WhatsApp, and sometimes maybe you have sent it through email for me. Unfortunately, from yesterday up to now, I had problem on my cell phone, but luckily it's okay right now. I can contact again through WhatsApp group to my friends. Uh, First of all, if anybody is ready to give a lecture for us, we welcome the person into the stage. And inshallah, thereafter, I'm going to tell something more about how to write proposal for my dear friends. Yeah. What about your titles? Could you find out titles? Already I have got, yeah, I have got some titles from my dear friends. But still, I think some friends are there to send me the titles of themselves because you have to start to write your proposals, on your titles. That is why I'm in hurry to get your titles first. Then, inshallah, you will prepare your proposals also for us. Um, as this is your third semester also, inshallah, next semester you are going to start your thesis, okay? Then you have to know how to prepare at least your proposal. Yeah. Do we have any friend to give us a lecture today in this session or not? As I say to my friends about your titles, if you prepare some files, I mean PDF files for us, with a little bit information about your own titles, it would be okay. I think for you, it would give you a hand to the deep understanding of the materials about your title and whether your own knowledge would be okay on the case also. Uh, so, just I think one of the friends must inform me about the last session. I was talking about the elements of proposal, and I started, I think, giving some information about how to write introduction and other features of proposal. Just tell me from what did I do for you last session, please? Yes, friends, please inform me about the features which I took to you last session because I would like to continue the case. That is why I am asking you. Have I said something? Have I said something about a statement of the problem? Yeah, Ali, I got them. Ali, I got them. Yeah, I know that. But the case is this: who is going to give lecture for us today? Do we have any friend to give us lecture, or we shall continue our discussion about writing of proposals, maybe features and structures? And just let me know. I think last session I talked about introduction, yeah, and I said to my friends how to write the introduction of your proposal. Further, I went to the statement of the problem also, and I gave some notes for my friends and some tips I mentioned for my friends about writing of a statement of the problem of the proposal. Yeah. Uh, so, Muhammad, just tell me these tips which are mentioned for my friends. Uh, were on the case, I think. Yeah. Purpose of this study. Then I talked about the purpose of this study for my friends. Yeah. Yes. I got it. I got it. Then, Muhammad, it seems that I have told you about the purpose of the study also. I thought that just I have told you something about the statement of problem, but your words mentioned me that I have to follow from the review of the literature because I have told about purpose of the study for my friends. Yeah, no, I got it. Okay, hello Shima, how are you? Okay, that's okay, my dear friends. Today, our discussion challenge and our straight proposal. That's okay. Then today I am going to talk about the review of the literature. My dear friends, review of the literature just simply means you review. I'm writing in Persian. Review of the literature. What does this mean? It means that simply, my dear friends, no matter Mohnad, don't mention it. Still, you are here with us. Thank you. Yeah, review of the literature simply means uh, in an academic research work, I mean thesis or whether it is dissertation or article, uh, you must collect some information about the title which you have mentioned, uh, from others, from other works, which already have done by other researchers, by other writers. It means that on your title, as I gave example last session, I think it was about Hamlet's um, delay or Oedipus complex theory. Something like this, as I remember, I gave example for my friends. Then uh, you have to go through the internet sometimes into the libraries. If the alive is still, then you can easily contact them also uh, to what to interview with them to get some information about anything. Then yes, Muhammad says as reviewing other studies about the suggested title. Yeah, exactly that is. Then this part is very much important, my dear friends. Is very much important, this part. Because as I mentioned, the researcher is someone who is going to add, to modify, to correct, okay? To add, to modify, to correct the previous works which have done already by others. Then here mention you have to mention some works by others on your own title which already have been done. Yes. Then but the case right now is this. Okay, you have got many articles, many books about the title from here and there. But the case right now is this one. How you should write this part of your proposal, I mean literature review or review of literature, that is the case. That is the case. I prefer, and my own suggestion for my friends is this. Simply go through the article, read the article carefully, and after that, in part literature review, bring a succinct and very, very summarized and paraphrased, okay, uh, text of the article which you have gone through that with your and write it in this part of your proposal with your own words. Do not bring, mostly our friends are bringing some texts, I mean exact texts from the articles. That's okay, no matter. But the best way is this one. It's okay you with your own. Suppose that your mother has told you a story long years back. Okay, has told you a story long years back. The framework of that story, the main parts of that story still are there in your minds. Okay, but maybe you have forgotten the details of that story, and I am sure that you have forgotten those words which your mom, has used while narrating the story for you, friends. Okay. Then, now, what shall you do if you would like, my dear friends, the same story which you have heard from your mom long years back? Okay, what shall you do? You cannot remember the words of your mother. You cannot remember the whole events of the story. Okay, you cannot remember maybe the style of narration of the story. You cannot remember the tonation or the intention of the story. Okay, but in such cases, just whatever you can do is this one: you are going to narrate or re-narrate the story by your own words and your own style. Okay, but still you can mention the name of the story as your mom said, and you can easily say to your children also, this is a story by my mother long years back. Okay, the same case, the same case, my dear friend, happens here in this part for the literature of review. Sorry, review of literature or literature review part of the proposal. Now, it means that you have to go through the article by Ali Aryan, by some others, by Saifuri, or whoever else. Then, after reading that article, after going through the lines of a book, then it's okay in this part of your proposal to mention that. Yes, like this, Ali Aryan in his article entitled Sell Your Clouds and Keep Your Thoughts, mentions that, claims that, says that, you know, explains that in this way, that this, with your own words, and about 10 lines would be enough for any book or for any article if you are going to introduce them and review of literature part of your proposal for us. Okay, my dear friends, mostly our students, especially in Iran, they are bringing some texts from the articles in this part, and they leave it there, yeah, without acknowledging them. And you know what happens, a big problem comes to those students, and because plagiarism would be there for them whenever you bring the exact words of someone in your research work and you do not acknowledge, I mean, you do not give the references in text reference, we call them, immediately after those words. If you do not give references, then it would be plagiarism by you, and you will be punished for that from the authorities of the university. That is why I am asking my dear friends, after going through the articles, after going through the pamphlets, after going through the books, and whatever databases are there for my friends, you should bring a brief summary of the work with your own words in the review of literature part of your proposal. This is very much important, my dear friends. If you do this, and if I, as a supervisor for you, inshallah, if I am going to find out in review of literature just your own words, okay, your own style, your own language, it would be precious for me because in that case I am going to find out that you have gone exactly through the work and you got the message of the text, then you have brought a brief summary of that work for us in your own way. It is precious for me. It is precious for me and for any other, professors of the university also. Okay, as last session, I'm going after this case because this matter was very important, at least for me. I don't know about the other professors of the university, but for me, it is precious because, as I said, literature helps you to be creators and not imitators. This is important for me. Now, I'm going to give some tips again for my friends about how to prepare our review of the literature for the proposal. The first, I think the second thing, because the first and most important thing I talked about it was the elaborated explanation of the text which you have done. Okay, one more thing which I would like to tell my friends here is the review of the literature provides again the background, and context for the research problem. Yeah, you have got any problem, then already some background were there from others about the same problem, then you are going to provide, to prepare a background, okay, and context for the research problem. It should establish the need for the research. Again, already in significance of a study, also I told you the same cases. But here in the review of the literature, the same cases again are there. For the research and indicate that the writer is knowledgeable about the area. This is important for me. What I told you, if you go through the background of your title, background of your research title, then if you go to get more and more information about the title and your case of study, then you will show yourself. You will show, even my dear friends, that acknowledgement part is there, or dedication page would be there for your thesis. From your dedication sentences, I can recognize whether that thesis belongs to you or it is just a copy paste. You know, this is the case. Here we would like to, yeah, to you have to show that you are a knowledgeable person about the area of your study. And it happens just by writing your own words, just by using your own style of writing, just by elaborating of the cases with your own words. This is the case. So inshallah, remember this tip because this is very important for me. I am going to send it to my friends here. The review of the literature, as I mentioned, provides the background and context for the research problem. It should establish the need for the research. Yeah. Why should I do the research? Because of this. Because you are going to say something about the need, about the problems which you have faced in your area. I mean, area of study, area of investigation. Then, and must indicate, must show that the writer is knowledgeable about the case of study, okay? About the title which you have chosen for yourself as your title for the thesis or dissertation or an article, maybe. So remember, this one is with you for the writing of review of the literature. And remember, the literature review accomplishes several important things, which I am going to tell you one by one, my dear friends. It shares with the reader, it shares with the reader the results of other studies that are closely related to the study being reported. It means that to your own study. As I mentioned, yeah, you have to give some information for the reader. You have to give some information for the reader about your title. But as I mentioned, something is old in your title, belongs to the old period. Already have they have done something on it. Here it says that it shares with the reader, with the audience, with the researchers, with the teachers, with the professors, with the referees of your Viva session, what the results of other studies that are closely related to the study being reported. I mean, your own study. Okay. The first thing which you have to take care is this one. It shares with the reader the results of other studies that are closely related to the study being reported. I mean, your own study, your own thesis, your own article. This study being reported means your own study. Okay. The second thing you must remember is this: it relates a study to the larger ongoing dialogue in the literature about a topic. Okay, filling in gaps and extending prior studies. As I mentioned for you, it just means that the definition of the researcher, you are going to add something, you are going to modify something, you are going to correct something. Okay, it relates a study to the larger and ongoing dialogue in the literature. Sorry, my dear friends. Yeah, a dialogue about a topic, filling in the gaps and extending prior studies. Yeah, your title already, as I mentioned, you are going to study the Hamlet from psychological point of view. Yes, but you are going to find out some gaps. Some things maybe may miss from the text. You are going to add those to fill those gaps. This is the case, and to give more and more explanation about the case. That is why you are going to choose something new for your title, as I mentioned, overthinking of Hamlet. Okay, as the psychological problem. Overthinking of Hamlet can be psychological problem of Hamlet also for killing his own mom and dad. Sorry, uncle. Okay, this is the case. Then you are going to fill some gaps, to extend some more, to give some more information. Then here in your review of literature part, you have to say something about that. Uh, Review of the literature still uh, provides a framework for establishing the importance of the study, okay, as well as a benchmark for the comparing the results of a study with other findings. This case also is very much important because maybe the referee is going to ask you, so already other researchers have introduced some conclusions, some outcomings for us. So what was the need for you to study that again? Then here you have to answer those. You have to give a reasonable answer to the referees. Okay, yeah, already they have done something. Already they have done. Still, I am going to say something more, something new. Still, I would like to modify something. Something was wrong there. I would like to what? To correct it, to revise it. This is the case. Okay. Then you are going to say that yes, the findings of others are this, and that one, but still I am going to compare my own findings. My own findings would be more valuable than the previous ones, knowledgeable than the previous ones, okay, important than the previous ones. You have to bring something about such cases in your review of literature, okay. I'm sending this one also for my friends. It provides a framework for establishing the importance of the study as well as a benchmark for comparing the results of a study with other findings. It can be also one of the good tips of this part. Uh, and needless to say that it frames the problem earlier identified. Okay, you have faced some problems and you have decided to do something about those problems to find out some solutions for them. Then early you have got that problems. Then in your proposal, maybe you are going to talk about that problem and frame, make something, make a structure of the ways which you are going to find out some solutions for the problems. Here, you have to do that case for us. I mean, in review of the literature part. Okay. The other thing which I'm going to tell to my friends is demonstrate or show, depict or reveal to the reader that you have a comprehensive grasp of the field and are aware of important recent substantive and methodological developments. You should, as I said before, you should show us, show the teacher, show the professor you are knowledgeable on your own title. The same case here is there. You have to reveal, you have to show the reader, I mean, the readers of your research work, to show that you have a comprehensive grasp. You have understood the matter as much as possible. It means comprehensive grasp. Okay, grasp means getting someone from outside. Grasp, that means getting someone from outside, whether with your hands or with your minds. Okay, comprehensive means meaningful, my dear friends, means fulfill. Okay, meaningful, fulfill. have a comprehensive grasp of the field. It means that your field of study. It means that the field which you have mentioned it in your title, you know, then you have to do something about this case. In a beautiful way, you should prepare these things for your review of literature part, okay, my dear friends. These are important. You should remember. uh, The other case here is avoiding statements that imply that little has been done in the area or that what has been done is too extensive to permit easy summary. What does it mean, my dear friends? What does this mean? Whenever you are going to choose titles for yourselves, you should take care about the review of literature, I mean previous works. If those previous works are so many works, then you cannot summarize all of them in your proposal, in your thesis, you know. Remember, if you got many sources, numerous sources on your title, it is not okay to do that title because your review of literature, okay, has not such capacity to involve all those works which have been done by others on your area. Okay. And the other thing here is this, and you should take care if just a few works, if just a few works have been done on your title also, it cannot be useful for you to progress to develop your title because just few works are there. You should take care whenever you are going to choose any title for yourself, okay? And when you are going to search through internet or from libraries of the universities, which unfortunately are not available, at least in our country, I don't know what is the matter in Iraq universities. So you have to find out, you know, at least 30, 40, or 50. More than that would bring a problem for you, and less than that also would bring some more problems again for you. Okay, because you cannot prepare the needed data for your thesis if they are few works. If there are many works on the title, then referee is going to ask in your Viva session why these works are not there because they belong to your area of study also. You know, such questions would be there. Then I think you should take care about the amount of the works which have done on your title before. This is the case. That is why I am saying here you have to avoid the statements that imply that little has been done in the area or that what has been done is too extensive to permit easy summary. The statements of this sort are usually taken as indications that the writer is not really familiar with the literature. So, if you do not do that way in its right way, the professor is going to find out that you are not a knowledgeable person on your title.
You are now muted.
Literature part, my dear friends. So, this is the next case for my friends. Avoid the statements that imply that little has been done in the area or that what has been done is too extensive to permit easy summary. Then, statements of this sort are usually taken as indications. They are indications of your being a researcher, you know. Then you have to take care. They will show us who are you, whether you are a good researcher or a bad researcher, you know. These are indications for us. Whenever you are going to provide this part for us in your proposal, then easily we can understand through your indications who are you. Okay, then take care of this part also. Yeah, someone would like to say something if you have any question, but if it is possible, let me finish this part, then I will give you time to ask your questions. Okay, one more thing which I'm going to tell to my friends about the review of literature is, in a proposal, the literature review is generally brief. Uh, in a proposal, the literature review, see the difference between a proposal and maybe uh, theses or articles and these things. In a proposal, the literature review is generally brief and to the point, as I mentioned for my friends. You know, you have gone through through an article by others, by Ali Aryan. Then it is about mysticism. You know, it is about mysticism. But from mysticism, you have chosen austerity. Austerity means riyazat, as I mentioned last session. Austerity means riyazat. Riyazat. Yeah. Then some parts are there in article, in Ali Aryan's article, which are about what? Austerity and riyazat. You must you must tell us from those points, not from different parts of the article, because that part would give the reader a hand to know more and more about the mysticism. Okay, the literature, sorry, here that is why I'm saying in a proposal the literature review is generally brief. As I told you, you must succinctly explain the article for us, and to the point means exact points which you are going to face them through your work of study. Be judicious in your choice of examples. The literature selected should be pertinent and relevant. Okay, pertinent and relevant. I think this was already. I have got something from APA system also many years back. I think about 2001 or 2000, something like this. Uh, APA system, APA formula also has mentioned this. The literature selected should be pertinent and relevant. You cannot bring us various things about the title. You know, they must be pertinent. I mean, exactly mentioning your own problem or your own title, and must be relevant at least to the title which you have chosen before. Oh my God! Yes, you also for other friends also, or still Mohnad is there facing this problem. What about other friends? Salam Taser. How are you? Where were you, Taser? Yes, Fakri, yes. Oh, okay. I think something again is wrong with Mohanad's own device. Maybe, I don't know exactly. But I think so. Yes, my dear friends. Uh, okay, Taser, don't mention it. Okay, okay, take care of yourself, just that is important. That net problems mostly is there in our country and yours also. And I am aware about that things. Don't worry. Um, I'm afraid just as I'm explaining many of these tips and keys for my friends here in the class only, then that is why I'm afraid if you are not going to attend the class, then you will lose many information. But fortunately, the session is recorded. Then you can thereafter go through the recordings and to listen to them to get something more. Oh my God, no voice. Yes? Zahra cannot hear me. Taser cannot hear me. Then Mohnad also. But other friends, I think they are hearing me. Aren't you? Are you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is good. Okay. Yes, dear friends, let me continue. Then select a reference only the more appropriate citations. Okay. For example, through internet, there are many, files there. There are many, provided information about the same case. But still, you should take care to get your information from the appropriate sites. Okay, then you have to give appropriate citations from the books, from the journals, from the articles, and from the sources which you have provided them as your sources of research work. Make key points clearly and succinctly, as I mentioned this before for my friend. Then let me send again this to my dear friends. Yeah, in a proposal, the literature review is generally brief and to the point. Be judicious in your choice of examples. The literature selected should be pertinent, means very much exact, and relevant. Okay, exactly on the. It must be on the area which you have chosen for your work of study. And also, as I mentioned, the select and the reference only the more appropriate citations. Please, please, please. Make key points clearly and succinctly because we are going just to get the key points. We have not much time. My dear friends, your readers, your referees, your supervisors, your advisors, your friends, and your common readers have not such free time to go through the work and read it one by word by word. Then you have to make your points clearly and very much succinctly and briefly. Then, on that case, maybe you will get that chance to increase your what? To increase your audiences and readers. Committees, as I mentioned, committees are different from university to university, from country to country, from city to city, unfortunately. And just one same and standard way is not there for the universities. That is why these problems may be the students always are facing. Committees may not want a section outlining your search strategy. Okay, the procedures you used and sources you investigated. It means that is to compile your literature review. Then what shall you do? What shall you do in such cases? In such cases, you should go to your chair. I mean, HOD, for example, head of the department. HOD, we say that. HOD in English, we say HOD, head of the department. Okay, yours is Dr. Seyfuri, I think. Yeah, isn't it? Am I right? I think your HOD is Dr. Seyfuri, huh? You do not know her, my friends? Where are you? Sleeping? Your HOD. Who is your HOD? I think, yeah. I think your HOD is Dr. Seyfuri, if I am right. Zohra, Zohra Seyfuri. Yeah, that's okay. Then, in such cases, if you do not know some cases, then you have to refer to your HOD or check your chair. Chair here means the person who is going to manage your Viva session, inshallah. Then you can ask that person also. This is the other tip or keynote for writing of your review of literature part, my dear friends. Committees may want a section outlining your search strategy, the procedures you used, and sources you investigated. For example, databases, journals, test banks, or experts in the field. To compile your literature review, check your chair. It means that you have to ask something from your university authorities, dear friends. Whatever I told you up to here were about writing a review of literature part for your proposal, my dear friends. Now you can ask your questions, if any, or you can give your lovely ideas and views also on the case. The stage is yours. Yes, uh, a question is there from our dear friend Fikri. How can we choose our supervisor. Uh, you have to go to the site of your university. Then the name of the supervisors must be available there for you on the site of your university. You have to take notes uh, or maybe take the names of those professors and their email addresses must be there. Their email addresses at least must be there. Then you can send them emails, okay, asking them whether they have vacancy to take you as the MA students or not. If yes, the second question is this. You should learn about the study or spatial area of the teacher. For example, I am working on poetry, for example. Some other professors are there working on novels. But still, we can do anything about the literature. And I have chosen free area for myself. Free area in my what we say system. I have chosen this free area. Free area means I can take students on poetry, on novel, on play, and whatever are there. But sometimes other colleagues are there. They are going to choose just, for example, modern poetry. For example, romantic poetry. These would be the area of those colleagues, and they can take students only on that areas, not okay about other areas. So, Fakri, you have to collect information from the university site about supervisor, and then you should contact them. Mona says that how many pages must our proposal should contain? Mona, at least 15 pages. At least 15 pages. But for my class, I mean for the seminar, if it is 10 pages also, I would welcome you, okay? Because I am interested on the less words but meaningful words. This is very important. Less words but meaningful words. Very succinct things are valuable for me with large, meanings, with beautiful meanings. Yeah, yeah. For me, 10 pages are enough. For me, 10 pages are enough. But for the university cases, I think up to 15 pages would be enough. But it depends on the university authorities. As I mentioned you, in some universities, maybe they are going to ask you just 5 pages. In some others, they are asking 10 pages, 8 pages. In some others, maybe they are asking 15 pages, 20 pages. But for a proposal, at least, yeah, yeah, approximately about 15 pages would be enough. Well, for this class also, as I asked you to prepare any proposal for me on your own titles, then if 10 pages are there, it is enough for me. Yes, any other question? About the supervisor, many professors have contacted us, but all of them have chosen their students. What is the solution? Aha, Mona, you means that you have contacted to many supervisors, but they have told you that already they have got their own students and they have not capacities. Yeah, you mean this one? Because your sentences a little bit yeah, that's okay, that's okay, Mona. uh, Really, really, uh, and frankly talking, I must inform my dear friends, uh, some problems, even in Tabriz University. I mean Tabriz Azad University. Even in our own state universities, which I'm working there as a faculty member, we have the same problem there. They are taking many students for MA, okay, for MA courses. For example, in my own university, Shahid Madani University, we are three colleagues on English literature. We are three colleagues on English literature, my dear friends. So every one of us also can take just four students. Okay, we can take just four students. Then, so they are going to get more than 30 students for MA. So just we can take 12 of them. 12 of them. So the others, unfortunately, are wandering here and there to find out professor as their supervisors. And unfortunately, in Iran, we have not so many professors on English literature, and that is the problem. The university, I mean, you should ask your authorities to provide that opportunity for you, that opportunity for you to provide supervisors for the students. This is their duty. They have to do that. Otherwise, especially you foreigners, okay, you cannot come to Iran to go here and there, maybe to go from this university to that university to find out, the professors on English language, sorry, on English literature. Then it is a hard task for you to manage that. Even in our own country, also, unfortunately, that problem is there for our Iranian students also. They are coming from Karaj, from Tehran, from Shiraz, from Isfahan, for example, to Tabriz, asking me whether I can be their supervisor or not. This, unfortunately, this problem is there, Mona, Fakri, and my dear other friends. You should ask your authorities, university authorities, to do something. They can increase, the easy way is this one. The authorities of the university can increase the vacations of the teachers. For example, I can take just three students from Azad University, okay? But whenever they have many students there for them, they can increase the vacancies of the teachers. For example, they can increase it up to 10 students. Then on that case, easily we can manage the other students also. Otherwise, the students would be in problem, unfortunately. Yeah, Muhammad says that, doctor, according to your information, is it possible to have a supervisor from other Azad branches? Yes, 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 Muhammad. Yes, yeah, why not? Right now, just uh, integrated system is there in Iran for Azad University. Okay, I mean Azad, the central organization of Azad University has prepared just an integrated system. Uh, I mean, Paju for the teachers who are going to be the supervisors. They can take students from anywhere of Azad universities which are there in Iran. No matter whether you are in Tabriz Azad University or in Tehran. You can take students from Shiraz, from Isfahan, and many other places. For that case, there is no matter. No, from not from other universities. I think it is. Yeah, it is possible for you to take from state universities also, my dear friends. Ali, you can take your supervisor from state universities also, not only from Azad universities and branches of Azad University. You can take your what we say supervisors from state universities also, but they should have their vacancies also there. Otherwise, they cannot do anything. Yeah, we knew that Dr. Saifuri is not well and she is not in her chair and we cannot come. Yes, I know Fakri that thing. I think last week an Iranian student, MA student from Azad University of Tehran also contacted me asking me about being a supervisor for her. She told me something is wrong there with Dr. Saifuri. Then you can leave her some messages through, I don't know, through this Dawn or through WhatsApp group. Or if you know the chancellor of the university, or vice chancellor of the university, easily you can leave some messages, or or you can write a letter with together. You must sign, all of you, to the vice chancellor of the university, asking them to provide some supervisors for at least for you Iraqi students. But as a teacher, I cannot do really anything. Mona, that's okay. The procedure is this one. The professor, which you are going to find out from state university, which is not Azad University, then that person, I mean that supervisor, should send some documents to the Azad University organization in Tehran, and after proving those documents, they will give that person opportunity to be the supervisor of you or of any other Azad University students. But the procedure is so long, that person should send documents, then the authorities of Azad University are going to prove that. Then after that, they will create what we say an account for that person in Azad University Paju system, and then that person can be your teacher. As same as mine case. I am from State University, but already as I have some cooperation with the Azad University of Tabriz, then I have sent them some documents, and they have provided me opportunity to take some Azad University students. The same case are there. Hoveyda says that all the remaining departments of Azad University put the students with supervisors. except for the English department. Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately. You know, my dear friends, this term for contemporary poetry, uh, approximately about 80 students from Iraq are there. Then after 1 year, I mean next year, they are going to need supervisors. Need 80%. 80 students are there for this term from Iraq, just from Iraq. And maybe 80 ones also would be there from Iran. 160 students are waiting for the supervisor for next year, inshallah. So I don't know. Mona, what do you say, Mona? Why you don't wait us? What do you mean, Mona? Shima says that, can I request, sir? What do you want to request, Shima? About what? There is a problem in dance system. Uh-huh, yeah, wait, yeah. I know that. It is not in dance system, but problem mostly is there with internet. Shima says that, can you re-explain how to choose research supervisor? Shima, as I said, yeah, as I said, you have to uh, get some information from the sites of the universities. I mean, Azad universities of Iran. Then the teachers who are related to the English literature are the resume of them are available there, and their email addresses also are there. Just easily you can send them email asking them whether they can be your supervisor or not. This is the way. And unfortunately, phone numbers are not there available on the site. Just through emails, you can contact those supervisors. And also, you can ask your university authorities to do something for you. Ali, Ali, I have just a recap vacancy from Azad University, and already I have three students from Azad University of Tabriz, and we should wait to those three students to finish their thesis. After that, again, I can take three students more. I know that, Ali. I, if they give us that opportunity, if they increase our vacancy, why not? Because you are lovely friends and so enthusiastic on your own works, then why not? If they give us that opportunity, yeah, it would be okay, and we will do something for you. Why you don't wait for us to be our Mona? I will wait for you, inshallah. If my this three, I have right now three Iranian students, and I am their supervisor from Azad University of Tabriz. Inshallah, if they finish their uh, thesis as soon as possible, then again my vacancy would be free, and I can take three more students from anywhere, whether from Iraq or from Iran, no matter for me. Mona, because most of them are working here and there, you know. They are, no, no, no.
It is about 2 or 3 months I have got them, okay? Just for 6 months, we should wait at least 6 months. But unfortunately, many students are busy with their jobs and with their many problems. Their life problems also are there for them. That is why it takes sometimes long time for them to prepare their thesis. Yes. The distribution of students to the supervisor is supposed to be the beginning of the third semester. Uh, must be like that, However, must be like that, but I don't know what can I say for my dear friends, because really I am not from your own university. I'm in Azad University of Tehran, and a long distance is there from Tabriz to Tehran. It takes about 10 hours by train or bus and something like this. It is a hard task for us to go Tehran and back to our city just through sometimes through emails and through the systems I mentioned, university systems, we can talk to each other. But I think once 1 month ago, I could talk to the HOD, I mean, Dr. Saifuri, about these problems. Uh, she cannot do anything about these problems because that authorities, I mean the main authorities of the university, other university organization, they must do something, they must do something for you. uh, Inshallah also, yeah, I can talk to the HOD or some others also about your problem. I will transfer your messages to them. No matter, no matter for me. That's okay, my dear friends. Thank you again for joining us today for the seminar class. But please, 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 and please start to write your proposals. Now easily you can write about the introduction, write about significance of the study, purpose of the study, and today I told you how to write the part review of literature. Please start and write about them for me and send them to me. I am going through them to find out how they are, okay? And from next session, please, 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 every student must give us a lecture. Please give your lectures also. Join to the class. Okay, my dear friends, thank you once again for joining me today into the class. Hope you enjoyed something and you got something new about how to write a proposal. Inshallah, next session we will continue the issue. Take care of yourself, my dear friends. Give my best to your families also. Do not forget to be happy always, and do not forget to love just God, because God bestowed us whatever we have around. That's okay. Lovely day. All the best, my dear friends. Till next session, inshallah.
Nateq, I think Yasaman joined newly for us. Last session, she was not there. Yeah, am I right? Yasaman? Yasaman. Ahmadi. Yasaman Ahmadi, yeah? Hello, Yasaman, how are you? But it seems that you are from Iran, Yasaman, yeah?